Hello, hello, and welcome. We have a new microphone today, and I didn't test it, so I don't know if I am yelling at you right now. But I will try to regulate my voice as best as I can. Hopefully, it's just perfect. And yeah, because before I felt like I had to yell a bit to be heard, and then when I was listening to the recordings, it was very like I'd have to crank the volume up. So hopefully, this makes it so you can just hear me normal, hear me fine. All right, so I just want to welcome you to today and the messages coming our way that we're going to tap in for the highest and greatest good of all, and releasing any of those old, lingering, things that are not serving us anymore, right? Energies, people, places, and things, all of the above. Okay, I had some very interesting things in my dream space today or this last night. A lot of releasing of things, letting things go. So we are still in the release mode. Maybe, hopefully, it's just the remaining fragments of the old world. Okay, intention. The energy of intention helps you to confirm your choices, trust the choices you make, and know. Trust the choices you make and know that they are simply the best for you. Okay, and this is about ownership, owning the choices that you make. And there's a level of owning the consequences that are a result of your choices, right? And consequences aren't necessarily a bad thing, right? It's like action reaction. It's just what happens when we do things, right? There are effects as a result. And so our ability to move through and with our consequences, no matter what they look like, whether they are a benefiting consequence or not, our grace and ability to move through them is everything, especially now when you're setting your intention, right? You're intending to maintain a steady frequency of love, joy, peace, prosperity, all of those things. And to hold your intention, there needs to be a level of awareness of anything that comes across your path that is trying to elicit an alternative vibe, feeling, emotion. And the great thing to do is when you notice something tempting you or trying to entice you into an opposite direction than the one you were intending for yourself, and you choose, you see it, and you're like, no, thank you, I see you, and nope, I'm good where I am, vibing high. Milk that, honor, look at that and be like, yes, you did that, yes, you saw it, and you chose to hold the line, hold the frequency of your intention, and that is to be a loving and fluffy, nope, that's Mims, a loving and intentional co-creator with the universe of your greatest and highest timeline. Okay, let's see, let's set an intention for these cards to come out when they're ready. We've got, Hagelas and Thurisaz. Okay, and this blue lightning is really standing out to me. And they both have the full moons in behind them. So heavy intuition. Thurisaz and Hagelas. Disruptions, endings, and beginnings, transformation, radical change, and completion. The scorpion is not soft or gentle. She is, however, vital to the natural balance of life. Without her sharp sting to clear the weak, stagnant, and diseased, life would never be able to grow back stronger and renewed. Hagelas is a freezing storm, but its hail and ice will melt, becoming water to nourish new growth. The first rune of the second it represents the beginning of a testing time. Only by weathering the storm will you develop and grow. Also called the mother rune, it can be a destructive force of nature. The storm, out of your control, can feel painful and unfair, but this disruption or unwelcome change will bring positive transformation and long-term gain. Okay. And then we have Thurisaz, strength, power, health, endurance, and manifestation. The powerful, no, I take that back. That's Uruz, the bull. Interesting. Okay. Thurisaz, wolf, protection, passion, defense, conflict, and male potency. The wolf protects his pack and does not back down from a challenge. Unlike the bull, who stands his ground unless significantly provoked, the wolf takes the fight to his adversary. He is driven by a passionate internal fire that can warm but also burn. If you don't heed the wolf's growl, he will eventually bite. Thurisaz has an element of chaos, destructive natural forces, aggression, and conflict. These are united for the purpose of defense and protection. It can also symbolize potent male sexuality, instinctual will, vital eroticism, and a regenerative catalyst. It represents a tendency towards change through catharsis, purging, and cleansing fire. Thurisaz is the sharp and painful stab of the thorn that jolts us awake and into awareness. And I feel like this scorpion of Hagalaz's sting is the jolt that wakes you up. Okay. So I'm getting some major tower, something that comes in like blue lightning, rare, super powerful lightning. Okay. And there's also a need for protection and setting your intentions. It's like the death of the old and the birth of the new. So protecting yourself against those dark thoughts, those old, low vibrational, energetic thoughts, feelings, core beliefs, all of those things. We'll get a better sense here. Then the cards come out to play. Okay. Ote. So we have reciprocating relationships creating a spark of creativity, a spark of inspiration. You know, this could very much be the match that lights the wick, that trails to the powder kegs that tear the tower down, right? And being a star here. Ooh. So the star talks about being seen, right? Stars have the 5 points, the 4 elements, and then the 5th element pointing to spirit, pointing to your soul star chakra above your head, right? And so there's a level of balance and the shining. You're shining from your heart space, from your center. Okay, we've got ships coming in the night. So they're not yet revealed. You can't quite see them. We've got taking a leap of faith towards reciprocating relationships and being an overflowing cup. There's luck involved here. There's your balance of all of your states, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And this is things working in your favor behind the scenes that you have intended. This is your intention here, right? You are in this state of allowing faith, all of that. And this thing is growing in behind here. Okay, so something coming in fast and to not doubt it. There's also it talked about potent male energy, and that's action, right? And so it could be an interaction coming in fast here. Let's see what else we have. An opportunity to act. And this is taking a leap of faith because it's involved or somehow attached with this holding of your balanced state and your ships coming in, yet to be revealed. A lot of secrets, a lot of things. The universe is so tricky. Okay. Yeah. Abundance, 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 and more abundance. Okay. So something major connected to an opportunity. This could be an inspiration as well. Like a great idea. Okay. And then I'm being drawn to the magician and Mims. And yeah, the magician is the alchemist, the turner of the tides, the one who transforms anything low vibrational into fuel for the high vibrational. Okay, I'm really getting when it comes to your setting of your intention and the mindfulness of it is how potent you are, how powerful you are as a creator, and all the more reason why it's really important to maintain a level of um, positivity and faith, trust, right? Recognize, see when you start thinking those doubting thoughts, when you start allowing those doubts to get in the way. Yeah. I feel like in this case, this is the releasing, and maybe even sharing. Sharing might be a good way to unload some of those excess thoughts, right? Maybe write out all the things that you have to be grateful for. And that way, you're not focusing on a specific thing that your brain's trying to doubt. You're retraining your brain, or focusing your mind towards gratitude. Okay, because we got to keep this momentum. We got to keep the train moving towards our highest and greatest good. There's the tower. There's the tower, Mims. Hey, don't put it there. Okay, so yeah, be prepared for this leap of faith towards a reciprocating relationship, business, friend, lover, whatever it may be. It's going to change your world. It's going to come in like a hot damn. And I actually think it goes over here, but Mims is fully occupying my space. She's so cute. It's kind of wet and rainy out there right now, so she's in. Okay. So this is dedicated focus on work, okay? And is that where the tower goes, Mims? I can't see the whole reading now, but I forgive you. She's so cute. So this dedication to work is going to pay off, okay? It's going to pay off. I actually feel like this is up here. This is what has filled up your ships, has fueled your ships, has built the ships, and has propelled your ships to move towards you, okay? And it's also part of your balance. You being able to balance the kind of work that you invest in, the work on yourself, the work on your home, the work on your work, your career, all those kinds of things on your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual work. Can we get more on this reciprocating relationship? Or ships, could be reciprocating relationships. Ooh, soul tribe, could be a soul tribe coming in. Could be many people coming in, wanting to work with you, wanting to be with you, hang out with you, speak with you, engage with you. Okay, and that makes sense if you're a star, right? You're shining in a way that everybody can, but not everybody is or does right now. And so it's not as common as it will be, it can be in the future. I'm getting like you're the star that reminds everybody else that they too are stars. Right? It's like the black sheep who stops and says, "Why are we all going this way? Why don't we go the other way?" And then the sheeps near him are like, "Who said that? Wait a second. That's right. Why are we going this way?" Right? You inspire new ways of thinking and asking questions, and it's like slapping people out of their comas. Okay, and then we have the sword of destiny, which is also the sword of truth. And this could be something that you speak that is what people are drawn to. This could be an attribute of yourself. This is something like maybe you are a truth speaker, or someone who's very transparent or reliable in their character. And so it's easy for people to trust what you say, like your intentions. Pure intentions are like a fragrance that wafts around you, and anybody that comes into your vicinity are like, aha, okay, yeah, whatever this person's saying makes sense. I can get behind that. I can trust that. I can consider that. I'll allow it. Yeah, and even Mims here covering whatever, I don't even know what other cards are down there. But she's pushed over the Thurisaz over the Hagalas here, and the abundance went with it, right? So something coming in quickly, that, this tower, it's like action, call to action, and this leap of faith towards your abundance too, right? And the ships, the abundance coming in on these ships. And the cutie patootiness, that's all in this area. This fluffy, but also vicious. Her name is Mimsy Murder Mitts Moon. Okay. Oh yes, that's what something yet to be revealed. That's what was over here. The moon. The moon on the moon. And she is currently in her waning gibbous stage or phase. Okay. Lots of distractions here. Okay, so the King of Swords. Discernment you may need, but you have. You're a king at discerning. And so, right, that not everybody who is drawn to you is wanting to be or is capable of being a reciprocating relationship. So you still need to maintain a level of discernment when it comes to what you release, what relationships or um, opportunities or whatever that you just allow to move past you, and which ones you jump in, go all in on, take the leap of faith with. Trust. Okay, yeah, this is the defensing, creating defenses. I feel like this is there. What do you think, Mims? Should that go there? I don't know. She feels a way about it. Yeah, because you're a star, and so you do have to have a level of um, defense. I also feel like defense against or around your thoughts as well. When you are setting an intention, you can't follow it with doubt and fear, right? You have to stand, you have to take ownership and stand behind the things you intend for yourself, the choices you make for yourself, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. So yeah, the doubts and fears holding you back, look at them from different perspectives and recognize that you are worthy of this new life, this new chance, um, this new life that you were intending for yourself. Okay, everybody has to go this way because we've got Miss Pants that way. Okay, Miss Pants. What's that foot? So we have a decision to make. Yeah, this is it. This is I'm getting that like whatever way you choose will be strengthened because you are in an empowered state of creator mode right now. And so if this is like the angel and the devil, right? And they're like, go this way, no, go this way. Yes, a balance because it's probably somewhere in between. It's like an alternative way, a third way. But whatever you choose will strengthen. So this is choose your thoughts, choose your words, choose your intentions. Be intentional with your intentions. Ow! And watch for fangs because they could look cute but still murder you just for singing a song. Just for singing songs. That's all the birds do out there, Mims. And you have to eat them. Okay. Let's see. She's kind of all up in our biznatch here. So we'll go through one more time and then move over to the oracles. Any of these messages want to come out for us? Nada. Ote. Let's see. The fairies want to come in. Aha. That does it. Okay, what do we got here? See what I mean? Like pushed it over here. And it's these ships coming in, bringing in abundance. And to get your energy right so that when you leap, it is without hindrance. Because there's lots of luck in your favor. There's lots of things happening behind the scenes. Seeds you've planted are indeed growing under the surface. And, you may or may not have already started to see the evidence of it, of the blooms, of the growth. Okay, we've got Leskana. Was that 3? 39. Laskana, sunken treasure, discovery of self, and adventure. She is a frog queen. Oh, yes, because she has frog legs. Laskana tells us to pay attention to our dreams, to listen to the murmur of the waters, to note the patterns in the damp fallen leaves, to listen to the distant high sounds of angelic music among the stars. She also suggests soothing baths, hot tubs, jacuzzis, trips to the nearest spa or hot springs, and dips in the handiest sea, pond, or mountain lake. Mud baths also help us quiet down and become strong enough to explore her territory, which is the earth and the waters from the depths to the heights. As important as it is to explore the inner realms, she tells us that exploration of the outer realms is also vital. She suggests that we go places we have never been, try things we have never done, take classes in subjects we always meant to study someday, maybe even learn a language and see where that takes us. Explore widely and deeply in our own world so that we develop the adventurousness of our spirits. It almost goes without saying that she recommends exploring fairy. She also suggests kissing any metaphorical or actual frogs you encounter to test for princes or princesses. But I don't know how seriously you want to take that suggestion. So I'm getting get out there into the world um, and do the things that bring you joy, that spark your curiosity, that revitalizes your sense of adventure. And you might meet your soul tribe, your reciprocating relationships, your, things meant to make your life more full and fun while you're at it. Okay. So thank you to the fairy folk. Let's get one from the mushroom folk. Oh, the crystals want to come out first. Okay, crystals. Very interesting. I have a little inside thing going on with this card here. Okay. Let's ask the crystal cards to come in and share their wisdom with us. Thank you very much. Okay, we're in the 20s. Growth, courage, strength, and flexibility. You are a growth-seeking being, experiencing, interacting, and learning by virtue of your life experience. Is there a circumstance within your life that feels outside of your control? Transformational growth and deep emotional healing can be gained by observing the underlying patterns occurring in the events around you. These situations, through the law of attraction, are a result of your conscious and unconscious creation. Accepting this truth provides motivation to examine and release any beliefs or habits preventing you from experiencing a life of joy, understanding, and gratitude. The opportunity for growth is at hand. Look beyond your conditioned responses and explore the gifts and knowledge this situation has to offer. Your heart sings with joy at the opportunity to realize your deep spiritual growth. And ascension. Shift, understanding, and purpose. Spiritual ascension describes the energy shift that occurs when you actively align your intention with source energy. Each shift realizes a layer of past restraint and strengthens your connection to the divine essence. Are you experiencing a change in friendships, interests, or hobbies? Know that you are experiencing an ascension shift and everything is as it should be. Allow yourself to gravitate towards new interests and release any feelings of uncertainty surrounding change. Your conscious engagement in this process will support you through many new experiences. Trust your inner guidance and relish the adventure that awaits you. Okay, there's the confirmation of how you empower your intention is what is supporting its ferocity. Ferocity? Ferocity. Okay. Let's go to the mushroom fields and see what they have for us. I love these cards. Okay, even though they're huge, I can still get my hands around them. Okay, let's get a card from the mushrooms. A message of confirmation, additional information. Blue pink gill. Rarity. Okay. Number 18. Inedible, and poisonous. Being a rarity doesn't necessarily mean that people fail to notice you. In fact, it can be quite the opposite. As seen in the blue pink gill, standing out can be beautiful when you look different from everything around you. Everyone serves a purpose, even if you don't understand what it is yet. Your purpose may be big, it may be small, but size doesn't equate to bigger and better. The simple act of seeing the beauty in what is in front of you has an effect on the larger scale. Beautiful. Do you know what your purpose is? Do you see the beauty in your rarity? For there are incredibly complex pieces that make up your whole. Rarity is beautiful, and rarity is not always unique. There will always be others just like you, so you can still find your tribe. By being rare, you deter what you don't want finding you. You stand untouched by those who would normally try to take you down. You go unnoticed by some, but noticed to others. Blue was always a hard color to come by in olden days, and therefore something only royalty could obtain. What is your uniqueness, and how can you utilize it to stand out in the sea of the same? Stand tall and proud and enjoy being something special. Okay, and I feel like this is confirming any of those lingering doubts and fears, and ability to truly see yourself as something beautiful and shining, okay, and worthy of everything that you are intending for yourself, right? And everything that you want made manifest in your life. It will. It's really hard, like for a person who has always had the other shoe drop or whatever the metaphor is, right? Always been betrayed, always been let down, um, it's hard to trust that that's not going to happen anymore until you start seeing it. But where you are in your ascension, it's about holding that frequency long enough to allow all the things to get to you. Because things are yet to be revealed, but you can trust that they are doing what they need to do behind the scenes. My favorite intention is to be surprised and awed every day, right? Ask the universe to surprise and delight you in some way every day. And your intention being open to witness something surprising and delighting you every day. We've got the lamb and the shark. Okay, shark. Where are you? The shark is hard to see, hard to find here. It's not jumping out quickly. It's like hiding beneath the surface. Seriously, where is he? Okay, directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky and destructive. To bring into balance, honesty. Okay, and along with like honesty within your intentions, don't hold back, right? Don't judge yourself, your worthiness, and your ability to manifest based on what it is that you really, really want. Claim it, own it, stand behind it, right? Okay, and then we have the lamb. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. It's funny, we have the lion and the lamb. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Through the lamb's message may channel through another, though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. Okay, and this is like speaking your truth, being honest, and then bearing witness to it, receiving your own truth. Allow it to resonate, to permeate, to ripple out as part of your intention. Okay, this is where the strength comes from. It's your level of dedication and resolve, your belief in yourself, in your truth. Okay. When in balance, knowingness, inner peace. When out of balance, quiet, timid, and concerned. To bring into balance a meditation and listening. Yes, listen. Do you hear what I hear? Okay. Let us see what kitties want to come and play. We already got. Oops. Okay. All the kitties want to play, which is true. True to form. Okay. We've got cuddles. This is about being and caring and allowing time for your safe space, for your self care. Okay, vulnerability, definitely. This is part of that speaking your truth, being honest, takes a certain level of vulnerability. And the sooner you embrace it, the better. Tending the garden. Okay, this is that time. This is that tending to self, tending to your safe space, your self care routines. Okay, trusting. There's your patience, trusting in the process. This is the blind faith, trusting in the things yet to be revealed. Meditation, going within, reconnecting with your heart, with yourself, listening, stilling the noise, and being open to receive. Okay, and going out into nature because allow nature to nourish you, support you, and set you free. Okay, nature, very important. And we've got peace. This is the peace that you choose for yourself, create for yourself, honor within yourself. Choose to be at peace even as you work towards resolution, evolution, and change. Unique. There is your uniqueness here. That is yours. Embrace the freak within and remember outsiders are in. And mystery. Okay, let the great unknown sit beside you as you wash the dishes and fall in love and write your story and live your strange and winding life. Get used to things not yet revealed. Get used to the unknown. Get used to trusting the seeds that you plant will germinate, will sprout roots, and live their best life. Okay, let's just do a couple of these little ones, little wordy messages, and we'll call it a day. There they are. So breathe while in nature, because that's where the goods are the best. Find peace within your heart, because that's when the goods are the best. Release all of the things that no longer serve you so that your goods are the best. Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying that. Laughter. Don't forget to laugh because we got to have fun. Come on. That's why I had to repeat them, because let's have some fun. Remember, life is meant to enjoy. Okay. It's your responsibility, nobody else's, to make sure that you have a well rounded life that you're living. Okay. And that involves collaboration with others and within yourself. Be a co creator with the universe, with yourself, with others that come your way that feel like sunshine. Okay. There you have it. Oops, I'm not used to that there. Okay. Sorry about that if that was obnoxious. There is the messages for today. Hopefully there was some good things in there, some confirmation, some little, I don't know, warm and cozy niblets that fill your belly up and that you can take with you on your day, okay? Or your night as you sleep. Whatever you gotta do, do it and make it awesome. Okay? Love you. Have a good one. Bye.